I see a lot of dads who think that they are breaking the cycle because they are showing up more than their own dad.
Man, I am so grateful for the comments that I got on that last video, talking about this stuff, what we experienced from our dads and the impact it's made on us is such an important conversation. It is so intensely personal, and it's something that we don't talk about enough. So I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to everybody who commented on it, and also to reply to some of the comments, because there's really beautiful content in what people shared. So I talked about one of the most important things that we can do for our kids is really to heal and experience the things that we never experienced from our dads, right? Like being honest when we feel scared, being honest when we feel sad, being vulnerable with our children, letting them see us ask for help, letting us see that it's okay for a man to ask for help and not know all the answers. And I wanted to shout out what Jessica added. Also, apologies and admitting when they're wrong. Hell yes. Hell yes, man. So many of us never grew up seeing a man be vulnerable in that way and just say, like, yeah, and I messed up. I wish I'd have handled that differently. I shouldn't have done that. I feel sad about the way I treated you. It's such a powerful example. And thank you, Kayla, just for encouraging that it's needed and to keep going. I know that's true, and appreciate the message. Sydney, his dad was never there, and he's there occasionally, and he thinks that's good enough. That's it, man. That is so many of us men. Like, what our dads did wasn't like remotely good enough. It was problematic. And so we feel like just a hair better than problematic, and we're proud of ourselves. And the thing is like, yeah, be proud, but start there. Don't end there. Don't wrap it up there. There's so much more work to do, right? There's a huge gap between I'm better than my dad and I'm giving my children what they need from me and what they deserve. There's a huge gap there. And a lot of times as men, we're not talking about that. My husband and I both apologize to our kids when we are wrong. We get eye level with them, apologize, and ask them for their thoughts. Kids are brilliant, all of them. They deserve meaningful love and apologies. Camel Slayer the War Pig, deep respect. Deep respect. That's what I wanted when I was a kid, and I was not getting that from the adults in my life. And then it's made it hard for me to trust and respect myself as an adult. We don't have to make our kids go through this big heroic journey of therapy and recovery and all this stuff. Just start treating them with profound respect today. And a lot of men, the way we're socialized to be in charge, to be the one who knows and have power, if we don't check that and find a more authentic way to be in the world, we're going to pass down some bullshit that is avoidable. Check this. The only time I heard my father cry was as we drove to my mom's graveside service. I was singing Amazing Grace. I couldn't turn my head to see it. Much love to you, Kessie. Much love to you for your honesty, your courage, your vulnerability. That is so real. That is so real. We've all been socialized into such a shame complex when it comes to healthy masculinity. Men being whole people elicits shame in almost all of us, right? And it's the world we've been programmed into, right? It's not a personal shortcoming, but we gotta change it, man. It's a story I've heard, right? Like whole adult men not being able to grieve in community when they've lost the most precious people in their lives, having to sequester their grief. That's a type of loneliness I wouldn't wish on anybody. Thanks to all of you for your amazing comments and vulnerability and truth telling. And I'll tell you what, as sad as the situation can be in this world with how men and boys are being raised and how harmful it is, I'll tell you what, there is a generation of people who are waking up. Right? Every day I'm working with more and more clients, men, boys, young people of different ages who are hungry for something whole and alive, and they are done with the bullshit that no longer serves them. So it hurts to tell the truth about how we've been living, but y'all, there's a whole crop of folks who are done accepting it. That's the people I love to be with and work with. Thank you for your support. Bless y'all today.